Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Speed Round Saturday, and today we are doing a couple blaster boxes of 2021 Upper Deck Skybox Metal Universe Champions. Done a few blaster boxes of this stuff. It's probably one of my favorite non-hockey sets. Definitely one of my favorite multi-sport sets. Between that and Goodwin Champions, like this stuff a lot. Just a real fun set. You know, you got real mix of athletes from baseball players, basketball players, hockey players, all the way to non-athletic people. They basically call them pop culture people, but you got celebrities, you got actresses, a chef is in here. I've mentioned that before. The chef who finished 8th on like the 10th season of MasterChef or something. Anyway, crazy stuff like that. Even there's a rodeo rider in here. So yeah, we'll open up another couple of hobby boxes of these. Local card shop got a whole bunch of these. I don't know where they got them from. A supplier must have had them. But they're $40 a pop, so about a couple. It's one of those sets. It feels like the inserts almost outnumber the base set sometimes. Like you pull so many different inserts that I think you get maybe more insert. Like I said, it feels like you get more inserts than base. Although I think it works out about even. But being a 2021 set, there are a couple big name rookies in here, especially a couple big name football rookies, and it'd be nice to pull a couple of them. Tons of inserts, not a lot of parallels, almost all inserts. Blaster boxes have an exclusive, that's the gold auto parallel. Those are 1 in 100. I haven't pulled one of those yet, so that'd be nice. Other than that, it'd be pretty sweet to pull a Jambalaya or a Platinum Portrait. You can't see the Platinum Portrait on that one. Let's try this box. There you go. So yeah, Jambalaya or Platinum Portraits, 1 in 1440. Those Platinum Portraits are pretty hard to pull, so a Jambalaya would be a little more reasonable, a little more realistic, but still probably not going to pull that. So box number 1, let's get into it. And as always, if you guys like this kind of content, just about took my thumb off there. If you guys like this kind of content, Speed Round Saturdays, any pack openings I do, box openings I do, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Like the video, comment down below, let me know what you think of what I pull here, what you think of these crazy multi-sport sets that I like so much. Anything else in particular, let me know. So, got it already open, and as usual, I forgot, it's 5 packs per box, 7 cards per pack. And I have pulled a Michael Jordan out of this stuff. I believe MJ is probably MJ would be the best, I guess the most notable person in here that I've pulled out of Champions. I've pulled a Tiger Woods and a LeBron out of Goodwin Champions, but I think nothing too crazy out of these. All right, so we got BJ Boston, basketball player. There's Matthew Wolf, former PGA Tour. I think he's on the Live Tour now. And then we got our inserts here now. So you get a ton of inserts. Some of these fresh foundations of Jalen Waddle. He's a wide receiver for, I should know who he's playing for now. I've heard his name a lot. It's eluding me right now. And then we got Kyle Pitts. And here's our metallized cards. Like I said, more base cards. Just flipped around for some reason. So we got Adley Rutschman, catcher. There he is batting. And then you got Tatiana Weston Webb, surfer. Thankfully it says surfing. Hard to see it there, but it says surfing. So thankfully for that. And so there's a copper parallel and a regular base. So there's a couple parallels. Base parallel, copper parallel side by side there, which just kind of makes it easy to compare. And yeah, you get so many inserts that they're so easy to get that it almost feels like it's just like extensions of the base. Like they don't really feel like an insert. They just feel like more base. And I think besides that, MJ, the nicest card I've pulled out of this would be a Silver Pixels, which is out of $2.99 of Morikawa golfer. So all right, we got Trey Lance, pulled a nice auto him out of my last Goodwin's box, Goodwin Champions hobby box. There's Zach Wilson. His days as the Jets QB are probably done. Not having a great time. Flip that around. You got Tony Finau, PGA golfer, fresh foundations of Roberto Campos. And all right, so here's the arc weld of Trey Lance. So arc welds are 1 in 13, I believe, or something like that. So Trey Lance having a good season, unlike Josh or Zach Wilson there. And we got the metallized insert of Naomi Osaka, Japanese tennis player, and a fresh foundation of Mojave King, who I also have an autograph of from Goodwin Champions. So yeah, same base set people in those two sets. All right, so you got a Justin Fields base card. It's not bad. Justin Fields also having an excellent season. Zicheng Dao, who his purple or the silver dots I have of his. So that's a $2.99 card. That one's just a regular base copper. Then you got a base copper of Tony Finau. Base of Carlos Alishin. I still can never figure out how to say his name. Ken Gushi, he is a drift car driver. And then we got the metallized of Trey Lance there. So metallized is just a 1 and 2 insert, so not really doesn't mean anything. And then we got Trevor Lawrence, so T-Law there on the platinum. I think this is a retro of some kind. There's a couple of retro-y looking ones, so I'm not sure exactly which one this is, but there's a nice card. 97-98 base set retro, so that is a 1 and 4. So a good athlete to have on that card, but not exactly a rare card. All right, so we got LeBron James base card there. It's the first one of his base copper, I think. And then we got MJ. So we got 2 of the greats of the game side by side. And then we got Corey Kispert. And then we got, so there's our premium of Adley Rutschman, the catcher I mentioned before. And we got a metallized of Byron Laura and fresh foundations of Chloe Kim. That might be a copper parallel. There's parallels of these ones. And then Josh Giddey metallized. Okay, so we got Sabrina Ionescu. She's a female basketball player. You got Ryan Whitney, who former hockey player and now half of the Spittin' Chicklets podcast, which he's kind of more famous for. Him and Biz Nasty there. And then we got a Justin Fields copper base. So that's base parallel. And then we got Azahara Munoz, another female golfer. Azahara Munoz, female golfer. And then we got fresh foundations of Sky Brown. And Sky Brown is a 13-year-old skateboarding phenom who looks like she's about 8 in that picture. Then you got the Zach Wilson Blast Furnace. The Blast Furnace is like a 1 in 13. That would be cool, except for the fact that it's Zach Wilson and effectively did terrible. And there's Sahith Thegala, Corn Ferry Tour golfer on the premium. So nothing too crazy on that first box. See what the second box has. The T-Law Retro is about the nicest car so far. All right, so we got Tom Lovelady, golfer. I believe he would be Corn Ferry Tour as well, so not quite on the PGA Championship yet. Not quite on the PGA Tour yet. We got Sarah Pavin, Canadian beach volleyball player. We got Ansu Fati, who is playing for Spain in the World Cup right now, soccer. We got Riff Raff, the rapper, who, as far as I'm aware, not a basketball player, although I'm sure he likes to play pickup games, but he's a rapper, not a basketball player. Then we got the Intimidation Nation of Shane Wright, so another insert. Shane Wright currently on a conditioning stint down in wherever the Kraken's AHL team is. Anyway. And then to Devontae Smith. So you got the retro parallel again, 9798 retro, and a metallized of Toby Miller's U.S. snowboarder. All right, so you got a Bryson Best Hat DeChambeau base card, fresh foundations of Red Gerard snowboarder. You got a fresh foundation parallel of Paige Sporanic, former female, still golfs, but more of an Instagram celebrity now. And then we got Matt Savoy, metallized, Isaiah Todd on the premium. Base of Francesco Molinari. He won the, what did he win? The Masters, I think, right? 2018 Open Championship. Yeah, he had a really good year in 2018. It kind of has fizzled off since. And then Danny Willett, who did win the Masters. 2012 Masters winner? 2016 Masters winner. Yeah, I knew Willett won it. So also kind of faded off and hasn't done a whole lot lately. All right, so you got a base parallel of Mac Jones, the Patriots quarterback. It's like a pre-rookie card of Mac Jones. You got Adrian Warnowski, ESPN basketball commentator, I believe. Then you got Shane McCarthy, baseball. You got Josh Giddey again there, so there's his regular base. And then you got, there's Jess Lockwood, rodeo rider. I mentioned there's a rodeo rider in here. Fresh foundations of Jalen Johnson. And Ken Griffey Jr. on the Skybox Premium there. Another picture of Griffey Jr. when he was, before he even started. So it's like a pre-rookie of, man, that was a long time ago. I wonder what year that was. It was a few years ago that picture was taken. All right, so you got Vanessa Hansen there, model, obviously, swimsuit model. You got Mojave King, basketball player. Like I said, I do have an autograph of him from Goodwin Champions. And you got Roberto Campos, baseball. Franz Wagner, and the metallized. You got Fresh Foundation of Jaden Springer, rookie basketballer. And then you got Wilman Diaz, baseball. And behind that, we got the arc weld of Wayne Gretzky, the great one there. Holding the hockey stick a little. These days, he should probably be holding the golf club. But anyway, there's Wayne. In our last pack. So the cards and inserts also seem to be kind of a mess. What order they're in just makes no sense. So anyway, you got Bree Baker there. That's the chef I was talking about. It doesn't even say what she just said. She was a contestant on season 10. She didn't even say. I think she finished 8th though. And you got Tefimo Lopez boxing. There's Colin Morikawa on the metallized. You got Tony Finau on the retro, and then Coco Gauff, Scott Avett, musician. Apparently plays a sick banjo, and Sky Brown there on the base parallel. So you go, 2 blaster boxes done quick of Skybox Champions. Yeah, actually, I mean, probably the coolest card in here has got to be the great one on the Arc Weld. I think that's 1 in 13, which sadly is about the rarest thing we hit there. So I like that card. Other than that, though, the T-Law on the retro is pretty cool. Same with, and then actually just the 2 of my favorite cards here might just be the base cards of LeBron and Jordan, pulling them back to back. That was pretty cool. So there we go. So there's the 2 boxes, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Speed Around Saturday. Like I said, if you like this kind of stuff, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more. I do it every weekend, every Saturday for sure. That's why it's called Speed Around Saturday after all. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.